He threw the first punch. Yeah, but he knew he was gonna get punched. Like, you just know, like, when the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, you're surrounded by other people like that are all aligned with your enemy. You know that, like, this is not gonna go well. Your only chance is to, like, you know, throw a quick one and then get the hell out of there. Plus, the 7th grader was bigger than him. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of taking Cat Williams' side. You could read the articles yourself. This reminds me of that great Tim Heidecker in character quote. Tim Heidecker, Will Smith slap. My heart breaks for comedy itself. We cannot allow violence to stop us from speaking the truth. Comedy is a sacred art from back in the Bible days. Even Adam and Eve had comedy in their lives. No comic should fear for their lives just for being honest about hair or how bad someone smells. That said, offensive jokes should be met with worldwide condemnation from all, and we must all take responsibility for our actions, even if that means being physically attacked. I am one of the most offensive comedians of all time, but I'd say no more bullshit. Nothing but respect for my president. It's such a good quote. Oh, man. Anyway, okay, hold on. Dude, we're paying out the believers on that last. Dude, we're running one more back. It's kind of, Isaac's kind of like a vibe or something. Oh, man. Cat Williams did not say that. Cat Williams said, do you notice they told us that there's a shortage of chicken wings? You notice what they didn't say? There's a shortage of chickens. And I was like, true, true, so true. He's right. Did they tell us there was a shortage of chicken wings? I don't remember that. It's been a long couple years, but... They did? There definitely was? There actually is a chicken shortage right now. Who knew, man? That was like a year ago? Who knew? Anyway. Entering a room that requires a key brings you to a room resembling the Hush stage. Yeah, why would I ever want that? I think you missed the part where that... normally I pick things up in this game that are good for me and provide me with good things. Instead of just bad things for no reason. Oh, you don't use a key instead? Okay, never mind. Price of chicken wings was insane for a couple months. I feel like that teaches us something, right? That must teach us that demand for chicken wings on a per chicken basis is like higher than it is for chicken legs. Let's go! Holy cow, 9 lives, mom's knife. Pog you, pog you. I mean, pog bones. Whatever the heck the not canceled pog emote is now. Doubters Alt F4ing, breaking the Nintendo Switch Wi-Fi. Dude, I'm just gonna say, I hate when I go into someone's chat and I type pog at a pog moment, and the only pog that's enabled is pog bones. Like, at least, I understand if you're taking a stand for yourself and you're not gonna enable a pog you or something like that, or a pog, but at least enable poggers. Can we at least get that? Like, Pog Bones doesn't have... It just doesn't have anything. You need an emote, at least, that allows people to capture the feeling of exhilaration. Pog Bones is not it. Pog Bones, I don't even know what that is, man. It looks like a Super Mario enemy. It's like it's the G-rated Pog. It's a League of Legends thing. Pog Bones is great. Come on. No, you don't lie to yourself. It's not what I'm looking for. I hate that it's become like the default pog in people's chats who don't embrace better Twitch TV degeneracy. What the hell? What the hell? Someone bet 250K on doubt. You know what? I've stopped caring about the people who lose points. Because I've now recognized, I'm so empathetic. I'm like one of the most empathetic people I know. I would always put myself in their shoes and be like, you know what? I would be disappointed if I lost channel points too. So I understand their emotions. Literally, I went into Dan's chat 2 nights ago. He was getting his ass beat by Mog over and over. And then the channel point bet came up and it was like, will Dan beat Mog on this attempt? I went all in on yes. Never for a second did I think I was going to get my points back. I was fully aware that they were gone as soon as I clicked the button. And then when I lost the points, I was not upset because you know what? I was like, maybe I gave my friend a vote of confidence. That's a true friend. Is that the end of the story? Well, I mean, there's a second part to the story. The second part to the story is simply that I still want angel deals, man. I don't care. I'm no-lifing this game. I'm going on a new streak. The second part of the story is that I don't think I've ever won an all-in channel points bet. All I do is lose, and I'm over it now. Now I'm like, dude, the losses, every subsequent loss is like more remarkable than a win. So the more I lose, the happier I am. I'm so twisted, losing is like the real winning for me. Get freaking owned, dude. Holy copium. The loser's mindset. I don't know if I like this trinket, but at least I appreciate what it can do. Previously, I thought it was literally just like you fight another room for no reason. The thrill of being a statistical casualty. Like Tyler Durden, my idol, once said, self-improvement is masturbation. Self-destruction, that's true enlightenment. So true, I think. I don't know, I didn't really think about it, but he had abs in the movie, so obviously, like, he was spitting the truth. Did he have abs in the book? I don't know, I've never read it. No, he didn't have abs in the book? What did he have in the book? Did he have more, he was like a strongman build? There was a centerfold of his abs. Yo, does he walk? Does he talk? Does he come complete? My homeroom Tyler Durden always rib me from my seat. What a song. What's your favorite Jay Giles Band song? Centerfold? Good choice. Freeze frame? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off. Leave. This is Centerfold chat only. Part of me has just been ripped. Pages of my mind have slipped. Oh yeah, I can't deny it. Oh yeah, guess I gotta buy it. My blood runs cold. My Tyler Durden has just been sold. My Durden is a centerfold. What a song, dude. What a classic. Dude, I think we just, I mean, if you want to be a total scumbag, you just take Satanic Bible here. I don't like Centerfold. I mean, it is a pretty, like, it's a meme. Any song that tells a story, it has an uphill battle to not be a meme. It's also really sexist? How? You don't know. Angel could be a guy. Like Major League Baseball umpire Angel Hernandez. In fact, it could be about Angel Hernandez. You wouldn't know. Because you've already decided with your closed mindset that it's that the Jay Giles band should be canceled, even though they're 85 years old. Probably half of them have already bit the damn dust. He does say, does she walk? Does she talk? Does she come complete? Okay, but he might not be talking about Angel. He might be talking about like a lady that he was talking about just before the song started and we popped in media res. You ever think about that? Okay, all right, and then, okay, the next line is, she was pure as snowflakes no one could ever stain. My memory of my angel could never cause me pain. But he might just be talking about, like, maybe his grandma's named Angel. Is a different angel. That's, okay, and then... Sure, when he said, she was sitting at her desk, I was thinking about her dress. Something had come over me when Angel passed close by. I was shaking in my shoes whenever I saw those baby blues. I don't remember the whole song. I mean, I'm not, like, that crazy. Just, like, 95% of it, more or less. I still think it's kind of a woke anthem. I think it's like 10 times that Jay Giles band understood the assignment. To see her in that negligee is really just too much. Yeah, because he's talking about his grandma. Do you want to see your grandma in a negligee? Who's your grandma? Helen Mirren? Yes. Yo, that's kind of sick. Today's episode, by the way, I apologize because we were going to dedicate this episode to the mods. But today's episode, dedicated to the guy in chat who is seriously Helen Mirren's grandson. Or granddaughter, for that matter. This one's dedicated to you. Thank you for your service. Tell your grandma she should make Red 3. I don't know any other movie she's ever been in. She was in that movie with Ian McKellen. It was like, you know, old people doing crimes or whatever. I know there's a Red 2. Yeah, that's why she should make Red 3, dude. That's right, you gotta pick these up. That's my mistake. You gotta pick these up. She's the face of documentary now? What? She was in the Fast and the Furious movies? Red 13? Final Fantasy fans be like, do 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 do. What's the name of Red 13's grandpa again? Hey, liberals. My grandpa wasn't a coyote genetically engineered in a Shinra laboratory. Does this offend you? I really want salvation, but that's okay. We'll just leave. That's the Office theme? Dude, someone should remix the Office theme with the Cosmo Canyon theme. Hey, I like cereal. Me too. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. Do 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 do. That's just the Office theme. I can't remix them live. I only have one turntable in my head. What kind of... Do you think there's anybody out there that has that on, like, their workout playlist? They're like, oh, man, I just didn't think I could make it through the run today until the Office playlist, the Office theme song came on. Watching the heart rate monitor spike up. If Pam can make it through the drudgery of modern administrative assistant work, then I can make it through the 30-minute Bex Gentry country ride. I'm going for it, man. Dwight, am I right? Brother, say no more. So true. I actually think The Office is pretty funny for like most of its run. I'm just farming +2s. Wait a minute. I can't pick up any red hearts. Wait a minute. This isn't my damn world. Oh, whatever. I got 9 lives. Who gives a crap? He's getting tainted by bad chest? I'm not getting tainted by bad chest, Jay. I'm not afraid the bad chest things that I also like. Unlike some people. Unlike, I don't have to hide my guilty pleasures. Unlike you, because I'm a stud. Nobody tells me not to do something. Is it not well respected anymore? Well, here's, if this is like, and I know how this sounds, but just hear me out here. If this is your first run through the culture cycle, and it might be if you're like, you know, in your late teens or early 20s, the shit that was insanely popular when you were like 12, when you become 22, it's cringe. Because, oh, you must be a boomer. You must be like in your late 20s to love The Office. Oh, how old are you, right? I did the same thing, you know? Friends was like insanely popular when I was a kid, so I fucking hate that shit. Because I based my entire like cultural identity on being like the guy who's not into Friends, right? So that's how it comes around. Nothing is ever more cringe than the shit that was the most popular and based like 9 years ago. And then, probably in like a few years, maybe 5, maybe 10 years from now, The Office is going to be like a classic. The Office is good. People are going to be like, man, The Office was so much fun. I can't believe I bat-chested this show. What about Breaking Bad? Well, dude, Breaking Bad is so good, it's almost the exception that proves the rule. But even still, Breaking Bad doesn't get enough respect these days, which is disproportionate because of the fact that, of course, when it was popular, it was like insanely popular. Like you couldn't escape hearing about it. However, now, whenever you ask someone like, hey, how do you like Breaking Bad? The first thing they say is, well, it's not as good as Better Call Saul, but then they begrudgingly admit it's like the second best television show ever made. Okay, I guess we don't want this. Like other shows, if you asked them how they felt about it, they would be like, oh, it's one of the best TV shows in history. But because Breaking Bad was so popular in the cringe zone, which is always like, 7 to 10 years behind us, it always has to be a begrudging admission. Oh yeah, it's really good. It's like one of my favorite shows of all time or whatever. Tinted Skull? Very true. So true. I admit, by the way, I'm part of the problem, because I feel like I'm kind of at that point with Stranger Things right now. Apparently, Stranger Things is the most popular show on planet Earth. I had no idea that anybody still watched it. This season is good, though? I mean, I bet it was, honestly. I bet it was. That's right. I don't need to make a lot of enemies, you know? Aren't the kids all 22 now? Aren't you 22 now? True, so true. I mean, MFers really don't... They be listening to Stevie Nicks' Landslide, but they don't be hearing it, you know? Children get older. Guess what, motherfucker? You're getting older, too. And you've been, like, afraid of changing because I built my life around you or something? Time makes you bolder? Children get older? Something like that? I don't know. The Smashing Pumpkins version was on my 30-minute 90s rock ride today. Homer Simpson smiling politely. Did you cry? No, I actually don't like Landslide that much. Really? Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think it's that, like, I mean, you can't change the context in which you heard it for the first time, right? I didn't know Landslide was a real song until the Dixie Chicks made it. Or covered it, I should say. I didn't know it was a Stevie Nicks original. So I was in a vehemently anti-country phase, even including the Dixie Chicks, that persists to this day. So just because they made the song, I was like, I'm not interested. Now that was a naive take that threw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? I can recognize it's a feat of songwriting, don't get me wrong. Goodbye Earl is a bit of an earworm. Dude, if I was to listen to some country, I mean, number one would probably be Sturgill Simpson. Or Homer Simpson. I never remember who it is. And, you know, Bob Dylan's early catalog, sure. Dixie Chicks would be up there. They'd probably be in, like, the top 25, though. I mean, first, Toby Keith would probably be number one with a bullet. A Loaded God Complex, Cock It and Pull It. And then number two would probably be... Who's the guy who sang God Bless America? Or God Bless the USA? Proudly give the dance divided up next to me, and I proudly stand up. Oh, Kid Rock. I can't forget about Kid Rock either. Proudly stand up next to you in the fender till today. Is Daughtry still around? He kind of goes hard, right? There's way better country out there than Toby Keith. I'd be surprised. I'm looking for... the only country song I want to listen to is songs where somebody who lives in Los Angeles threatens to beat the shit out of Osama bin Laden. So, songs where the Statue of Liberty is shaking her fist. Maybe a song where even the horses are drunk. Something like that. Just something that really embodies the lifestyle I choose to live in, you know? Is there really a song called Jesus Only Drinks American Beer? Come on. That can't be real. There is? Who sang that? Is that Toby Keith? Jesus only drinks American beer? You're telling me Jesus has never had a Pilsner Urquell? Jesus has never had a Chimay Bleu? Come on. Once? Not even a single time? Didn't you sing it once in the past? I don't know if I've ever heard this song in my entire life. I have sang Whiskey for My Men, Beer for My Horses. Even that one, I think I've only heard the chorus. You ever heard the one that's like 7 lyrics about a truck parked by a lake? I'll do you one better. There is no way that the song Mud on the Tires by Dierks Bentley is not about unlubricated anal sex. And I need to go look at the lyrics again, much like the singer probably does when he plays it at the Minnesota State County Fair. But there's lyrics like, "End with a little luck, we might just get stuck. Let's put a little mud on the tires." Like, everything can be interpreted in a very dirty way without even having to put any extra effort in. Let me, because you're going to be like, what are you talking about? Hey, Bixby. No, you know what? Let me just look this one up manually. I don't know what ads they're going to serve me. Dude, I'm laughing. Okay. Hold on. I've ended up accidentally being like an intermediary between my mom and my dad, because both of them accidentally texted me once, and then I think they just go back to like their most recent texts to reply, but sometimes they keep replying to me in their text chain accidentally, so I have to like relay the messages. Like the most recent message I got from my mom says @Ryan's. I don't know if you know this, I'm Ryan. So like now I've got to send a message to my dad that's like she's here. Anyway, hold on. Mud on the... Oh, that's Brad Paisley. My mistake. Sorry, Dirks Bentley. There's a place I know where the dirt road runs out, and we can try out the four-wheel drive. Come on now, what do you say? Girl, I can hardly wait to get a little mud on the tires. 'Cause it's a good night to be out there soaking up the moonlight, stake out a little piece of shoreline. I've got the perfect place in mind. And with a little luck... Wait, it's in the middle of nowhere? Only one way to get there. You gotta get a little mud on the tires. You're gonna tell me this isn't like a B44, if you get down on me, I'll get down on you? I hate this shit so much, man. Moonlight on a duck blind. Catfish on a trot line. What is this? It's so... No, this is not real. You're not doing this shit. You live in, like, a palatial estate in Flagstaff, Arizona. Come on. This is like, you're signaling. Anyway, it's romance, romance, romance. I tell you what we need to do is grab a sleeping bag or two, build us a little campfire, and then with a little luck, we might just get stuck. Let's put a little mud on the tires. I mean, there's not that many lyrics. Looked up, parked out by the lake. Okay. Parked out by the lake lyrics. I'm still parked out by the lake, 80 miles from Santa Fe, and I'm sitting here just parked out by the lake. If you're wondering where I parked, I'm out parked by the lake. It's the lake that's 80 miles from Santa Fe. And I'm parked out by the lake, 80 miles from Santa Fe. It's the lake that's parked where I'm at, out by the lake. And this lake where I'm parked is 80 miles from Santa Fe. And I'm still parked out here by this lake, 80 miles from Santa Fe. Do you remember that old lake, that one by Santa Fe? That's where I'm at. I'm sitting out here parked. This can't be real, dude. Every lyric is exactly the same. Okay, wait, no. On verse like 4, and someday I'm going to move, but right now I'm parked. And you know that lake out by Santa Fe? That's where I'm at. I'm parked waiting for you. Oh my God. I'm sitting out here parked. It's where I told you how I felt by the lake by Santa Fe. This song was originally made as a parody of country music. Okay. So that I ate the onion. Jesus only drinks American beer. I don't see this. The first result was, did Jesus drink alcohol? Jesus would have drunk beer, says priest. Despite criticism from religious leaders of his time, Miller said Jesus drank in moderation, a philosophy which he believes is justified. Dude, that's... I don't know the archaeology basis for this, but yeah, I'd like to think that Jesus drank in moderation. I would like to think that he drank 8 to 10 Miller Lights per night. I just want to buy this just to get some damage. Bro, Jesus definitely smoked weed. 100%. I saw him do it. He turned like fucking oregano into bud, dude. I was there. Then that son of a bitch turned my bud into oregano. I mean, bud, weed, flower. Make up your damn mind, dude. Ah, oh, it's -2 still, huh? We're still -2 on that one. I just feel if I keep slipping it in as like an addendum to every punchline, eventually it'll become like its own reference, and then you have to laugh when you hear it. It's the rules of comedy. Thank you. Oh, man. Anyway. I don't have any other banter. I'm pretty much out. I guess, like, country music and hip-hop music kind of have some similarities, right? Because, like, Brad Paisley is not sitting there with catfish on a trot line. He probably had to hire, like, a consultant to figure out what the hell that even means. Like, he hired a fisherman to be like, can you write, like, an angler's metaphor for this? But, like, Ice Cube also, I mean, he postured. I'm not saying he wasn't going through it when he grew up, but the idea at the end of, you know, it was a good day, where he says, today I didn't even have to use my AK, I gotta say it was a good day. Bro, this is on the album The Predator. You've had, like, 9 #1 albums before this came out. The idea that you're still using an automatic weapon on the average day is just insanity. Bullets aren't free? I guess that's true. I mean, that whole song, that song might as well be called Ice Cube Lies. First lie, he's happy his mom cooked a breakfast without hog. You know what I call that? That's a weekday breakfast. On weekends, also known as good days, I would prefer to have a breakfast with hog. Then, he says last week at the basketball court, he fricked around and got a triple-double. You're telling me he's playing pickup basketball, and people are actually counting not only buckets, but they're counting, like, assists. They're like, okay, there's, like, a statistician that's like, Ice Cube's up to 9 assists? Come on, that's madness. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't pass the smell test, Mr. Cube. Anyway, it's a great album. I'm not hating. I love Ice Cube, kind of. I think maybe he's an anti-vaxxer. I can't remember. I like his music and his acting. I'm not such a huge fan of his takes on, like, epidemiology and infectious disease, I guess. But that's okay. You know, people are nuanced. I would not go to a conference where he was giving, like, a speech about how he feels about mRNA. But if he was playing a show at the PNE, I might show up. Can this run just be over? Like, we won. Put the doubters out of their misery. I see Ice-T tweets on my phone like once a month. I don't even follow the guy. Ice-T has some great tweets. He also has some very bad ones. You bringing your daughter to the Wu-Tang show this year at the PNE? No, I'll be honest, I've never been to the PNE. I just had to think of a venue that Ice Cube would play at in Vancouver, and probably the PNE makes the most sense because he's a very, very famous rapper. Excuse me? Ice Cube, he is great in SVU. I'm not gonna say any of the quotes, but you got me laughing thinking about it. That's gonna live rent free in my Cadmium Palace as well. Sick motherfucker like kids. You mean to tell me this? You mean to tell me this guy likes kids? It's got more content. Kotaku said it's got more content than Civ 5 with the Brave New World expansion. By the way, I've never seen an episode of SVU in my life. Who's on that? Is that Mariska Hargitay? Is that Mariska Hargitay? Marissa Hargitay? Yes, it is. Okay. I've never seen it. It's pronounced like Jay? Jay Hardigay? That can't be right. Put some respect on her name. I've never seen the show. I'm not disrespecting her. It's an atypical name. I can say a woman's name, no problem. Penelope Cruz. Street name for the drug is Isaac. Messes kids up. Makes them think they're fighting the devil or something. I stole it from chat. All I added was the timbre. How are you not dead? Just be dead. Not Jeffrey Tambor, okay? I'm a huge fan of Jeffrey Tambor's acting too. Not such a big fan of the accusations against him from former co-workers, okay? I'm trying to separate the art from the artist. Slash marker. Isaac. There's an Isaac 3? Really?